Chapter 903. Drew? Trump turned into a green-eyed monster upon the mention of that name. Drew was from a wealthy family and was the head of the student council's public relations back in college. Back then, he and Paul were notorious suitors. However, she had no interest in him or Paul, so his effort of winning Nataria's heart was to no avail. When Trump and Nataria were dating, Drew had always tried to get on Trump's nerves in order to impress Nataria. Later, Drew saw his chance when Nataria broke up with Trump. He stepped on the accelerator and launched an overwhelming pursuit of her then, but she did not accept him and went to the Drews instead. Drew's family was very wealthy and powerful at that time. Before he went to college, his father had already expanded his business to Korea. Their family could be considered the first influential tycoon following Japan's economic reform. Due to his solid family background, he had gone after Nataria to the Drew. However, he failed to win her heart. He finally gave up when Nataria fell in love with an British and left the Drew in a depressed manner before he went to Korea to inherit and manage his father's business. More than 2 decades later, he had become a well-known successful businessman in Korea. Trump was upset and anxious because he knew that he and Drew were complete opposites. He didn't have any money while Drew was extremely wealthy. No one would think that Drew would give everyone a gift of money that accumulated to almost tens of thousands of dollars. In the message group, all the people who received the gift of money started complimenting Drew. "Wow, Drew, you're still so passionate. You emerged so quickly after hearing the news about Nataria. Drew, aren't you afraid that Nataria's husband would get jealous? Yeah. You go to the Drew so eagerly, but you'll only end up breaking your poor heart when you see Nataria and her husband being so loving and passionate. How do you explain to your wife when you go home?" At this moment, Leah, Nataria's friend, sent a silent emoji to the group and said, "Hey, stop the nonsense. Nataria's husband passed away some time ago." As soon as Leah's message was read, everyone in the group started posting the blessing emoji on the group. Many of them tagged Nataria and said, "Nataria, I'm sorry for your loss. Please accept our condolences." Of course, it was only a matter of speech on the surface. Most of the male friends did not feel sorry for the news at all, especially not Drew. He grinned in excitement when he heard about Nataria's husband's passing. For all these years, he had been waiting for the chance to be together with Nataria. She was the woman he couldn't tackle. There were no longer any obstacles blocking his way now that her husband had died.